Otaki, performance climbing shoe, precise, supportive and structured. Ideal for climbing on crags, walls and boulders. Double Velcro closures for quick closure and precision. P3 system construction. Heel shell with innovative S-heel. Maintains perfect stability in torsion. Abrasion resistance coating for toe hooks. Vibram excess edge 4mm sole. Otaki, precise and sharp, like a samurai's word. Squama, sensitive, snug-fitting, flexible climbing shoe, ideal for top performance both on rock walls and in the gym. Maximum sensibility and precision. S-heel allows perfect stability in torsion, enhancing performance for heel hooking. Sole in 2 parts to enhance longitudinal flexibility. Protective, ultra-grippy rubber insert for overhangs. Vibram XS Grip 2, 4mm sole. Squama. It fits like skin, it protects like a scale.
Good morning. Right now we are here in NUS Black Diamond Boulderactive right here at Funan Digital Life Mall. We are about to start with our intermediate men qualification round. So this category we have 5 details. So earlier on we had our intermediate women category, and actually the results, the official results for intermediate women is already out. So if you're not here at Funan, you can check out the results in our CRIP app, proudly brought to you by NUS alumni. So you can just go click on the link on our Facebook page, Boulderactive Facebook page, or you can take note of the link. The link is ba.crimp, that's CRIMP .rocks, ROCKS. So this is Patrice with you on a live streaming, thanks to our broadcasting sponsor, Live Technologies. So right now you're seeing a first intermediate man detail 1 approaching the wall. So we have 5 problems for intermediate men. So we have over 72 intermediate men climbers, but only 8 will make it to the finals this coming Sunday. So Adil is right here with us also in a live streaming. So Adil, what do you think of the routes?
Good afternoon, everyone. Hello, good afternoon, everyone. The routes today seem very interesting, very challenging for our intermen contestants. It is a far cry from what intermen used to be 4 years ago when I just started climbing,
So do you think it's really hard?
compared to what I had to go through when I was an interman. Definitely.
How long was that? How long ago was that? The last intermediate men competition?
My last intermen competition was Rockmaster 2014, 2 years ago. Oh, we have Tae Yong Sheng on Route 1, doing beautifully on the jump.
So if you will be competing in this category, which one will you do first?
Which I would do first. Route 1 and Route 2 probably, because they seem like the easier routes to do. So get those out of the way before I concentrate all my strength on the harder routes, like Route 4, which seems incredibly difficult and challenging.
So in this detail, we actually have climbers from Kaplan, Yongsheng. Serving his national service, we have Zach. From Nghian Polytechnic, we have Hui Ming and Rupin. From serving his national service as well, we have Ryan Tay. From NTU, we have Ken Sia. And from Outram Secondary School, we have Dennis. And from Taylor's University, we have Tuni. Representing the office hour warrior, we have Hiroki Tanaka. And in this detail, we also have Tiati, Louis, Bernard, Manwai, and Jeremy. Also, not forgetting, we also have Brandon in this category. So right now on the right screen, you can see a really hard move. Our climbers are almost upside down. So our intermediate men right here really need coordination and leg power, not just arm strength.
As you can see on route 5, the amount of flexibility and tension that you must exert with all 4 of your limbs just to be able to get that bonus. Oh, and Jeremy just barely makes it.
So right now on the screen we can see an attempt on route 3. So the tiles that you're seeing on the wall and the wall that is constructed to give us this awesome slab and the arad walls and the incline walls that you're seeing on your screen is proudly brought to you by our climbing partner, Climb Asia. They're also sponsoring us with prizes from eGrips, La Sportiva and Metolius. So these intermediate men are really fighting hard to secure a place in the finals, where only 8 will make it to this coming Sunday and earn the rights to the first, second and third position. So we can see Louis on route 3 right now, making his attempt. That next tile is really far and really requires a lot of power. For the pink route that we are seeing on the left, Adil, how would you do it? Everyone seems to be jumping for it. Is that the correct beta?
It was the beta that was given by the demonstration climb,
Mhm.
and I feel that it is the most efficient beta. But there are climbers out there. There are climbers out there that I know of that will definitely want to do this move statically. For me personally, I'd probably do the dyno.
But that tile is not good. It doesn't look good. It looks so smooth. Are you going to catch it with... So it's intended to catch together with the volume.
Yes, the tile by itself may not be very, very nice to hold, but if you catch it together with the volume and you compress with both arms, it is actually a very comfortable position to get into. So the key of this first move is to be able to push off with your legs so you get the height. Once you get the height, your arms will automatically lock in and you can get the position very comfortably.
So on route 4, we see Brandon go, making his way up. As you can see, those tiles are really small. They're really crimping. The finger strength are really pushing it.
Brendan Go is actually our junior from Strengthen JC. And
Yep.
I know for a fact that right now he is struggling with a shoulder injury.
So he just came back from rehab from his injury,
Yes, that's right.
but never giving up. All these injuries, we can see our climbers right here. No injury, no gravity will stop them from climbing.
Yes, climbers tend to be a very stubborn bunch.
But speaking of that, climbers being a stubborn bunch, thank goodness we have Marcus and his team from East Coast Practitioners. Marcus is and his team actually specializes in osteopathy and physiotherapy. So actually they're coming down tomorrow Saturday and Sunday, to provide free consultation to all our participants. So if you have any injuries or if you are experiencing some body discomfort, you can just come on down here at Funan and to seek advice from Marcus and his team during the Boulderactive. So you can check out their website to find out more what they actually do. So you just check www.ecp.clinic or you can find their Facebook page.
Yes, I'll definitely be visiting Marcus Benuni tomorrow because I've been experiencing some discomfort in my wrist from my climbing. So it's a good time to take advantage of this opportunity.
This Arab wall is really interesting. So I've not seen this in a past competition so far. So it's really nice that Boulderactive is bringing it this year, making sure our climbers go upside down. So now Brandon go on the last route, reaching for the bonus style. Is he close to the finish yet?
Still 2 or 3 moves away, but he's doing remarkably well right now. Oh, and I
sleep
spoke
right
too
there.
soon.
But it's alright, we still have time for another reattempt by Brandon as we still have 9 minutes left.
On the left screen, you can see Jeremy attempting route 1, which has a very awkward coordination move that he just attempted right there. Very nicely done. Now only 1 move away. Remember, you need to get both hands on that yellow tipped tile. Yes. And Jeremy finishes the route.
Alright, so I really like this slab wall because it's really, really slab. I've not seen these in the gyms. The gyms also have this, but it's not a slab. So really thanks to Climb Asia for bringing this to us. So it's really making sure that our climbers, especially guys, just do not pull and push their way. They really need to use their legs and have a semblance of balance and grace up on the wall.
Yes. Rock climbing guys tend to be macho and really pull with their hands and without their legs sometimes. But the slab enforces the fact that you have to rely on those feet. Right. Oh.
So you also not just leg power, but you also need to trust your shoes. And we see an N on the route 3 right there.
Beautiful finish.
So the supporters right here are really screaming their heads off for our climbers. So if you want to catch the action live, you can come on down here at Funan Digital Life Mall, our venue sponsor. You might have heard that Funan is actually closing for renovation this year. So while it's still here, you come on down, soak in the sight, and head on down to the shops around here and watch us right here. So we have Luis on route 5 and we just saw a finish on route 1. Brandon go on route 2.
Right now we see Luis on route 5. Wait. On the right screen, we have route 3. As you can see, the climber is using his heel. The heel hook on that move is actually very important to keep your balance on the wall. If not, you'll be hanging just from your hands.
But how good is that tile for a heel hook?
It could be better.
It could.
Definitely could be better.
So our climbers really need to trust the heel of their shoes, making sure there are no air pockets so that the shoes don't slip off.
That's true, that's true. Now on Route 5, you can see the amount of flexibility that you must have as a climber. This Sharp Kui Ming.
Speaking of flexibility, how is yours?
My flexibility is very poor. It's so poor. Actually, recently I've been trying to force myself to do some stretching exercises every time I climb because I need my high step to really improve.
So this is what the climbers got to do. Sometimes it's not just about doing pull-ups, doing campus runs. Sometimes you actually need to do stretching and maybe perhaps yoga.
Yes, the stretches I've been employing are actually yoga positions.
Nice. Alright, so on Route 1 we can see Luis attempting this route, making his way to the bonus tile.
I really like this move. You really have to trust your feet and your hands. Oh, and Lewis almost gets it.
And it has to be coordinated, so you must get your left leg and left hand together.
Yes, exactly. One key component of climbing well is confidence. You really have to be confident. You have to know that you're going to stick that hand, stick that foot, and go for it. Hesitation tends to make climbers fall halfway while making a move.
That is true.
So you see Lewis going for the move.
And
Yes!
with more confidence, Luis caught the bonus tile. So our climbers have 4 minutes left on the wall. So if you're just joining us, this is actually detail 1 of Intermediate Men. Right here in our live streaming with you is me, Patrice, and Adil.
Oh!
So for climbers to be given the top, they must hold the last tile for 2 seconds.
In a controlled manner.
So our route setters tend to make sure that the end is not as easy as it seems. It's not like, oh, I have the end tile and it's an end. Making sure that the climbers really commit till the very last second.
We have Brandon on Route 5. Really going for the end right now. Come on, Brandon.
And this time round, Luis finishes it. Right now we are looking at Route 2. Finally, someone stick that start jump. But getting that bonus is not as easy. So I see the bonus is just before the end. So do you think when you get the bonus is a confirmed end?
Definitely not. From the bonus to the end, the placement of your feet are key in this route. If you don't step properly where you're supposed to step, even if you go for the end tile, it's not a sure thing.
Well, our route setters are definitely being mean. But of course, this is a climbing competition and we must push our limits.
These are intermediate men, I may remind you. These are competitors that have already made the finals for novice men. So these are all seasoned climbers who've been in the competitive scene for quite a while already.
So they are fighting their way to make it to the top 8. And actually those people who finishes top 3 in our finals actually promotes to the open category. So there is a lot at stake here. As compared to the novice category, in the novice category you just have to make it to the finals and you will be promoted. Our climbers actually have 1 minute left. Detail 1 has 1 minute left. So our climbers are really fighting hard, making sure that every second counts, because a lot of things can happen even though it's just 1 minute left. So right now we are looking at route 2 and we will see if there will be a finish. So the people here are actually cheering for him, trying to push him the last seconds, but it's all right.
And on route 5,
People are just hopping to the start because they know they have little time.
and that marks the end of detail 1. Now detail 2 will be coming in to take the place of detail 1. So who is in detail 2, Patrice?
Okay, so in detail 2, we have climbers from NUS. So in this detail, we actually have Dave, Tuntie, Adi, Jonathan, Daryl, Farron, Joshua Ko, Manyan, who just came back from US, Leon, Tengwei, and Gabriel. Also in this category, we have Chester. And from Singapore Polytechnic, representing the climbing team, we have Samuel. And from VJC, we have Vincent Wong.
Hello?
So right now we can see Joshua Ko preparing himself on route 1 and Yu Kai on route 3. So this competition, Boulderactive, is actually brought to you by Team NUS Climbing and NUS Climbing Club. So these people right here have been testing and setting and volunteering to make sure that you all have a good show. But as shown by Yikai, even though he has been working tirelessly these past few days, he still have enough energy to finish the routes. So on route 1 we have Gabriel. Very nicely done, grabbing the bonus tile. All right, we see John on route 5. Really strong jump right there, route 2. So Jonathan trying to grab the next tile. So Jonathan is actually my teammate. We started climbing in Serangoon Junior College, and right now we are teammates again back here in NUS. So he's currently the team manager of the Team NUS for the next academic year. So being a team manager, you also need to prove himself. And on route 1, we have Adi. What do you think of Adi's pants? Quite cool.
Very fashionable. I've climbed with Adi. He's a very excitable person.
Yeah, our NUS climbers are really psyched. The energy is always flowing and there's always centrines, as we like to call it, when we climb one top after the other. So I guess NUS is bringing in the centrine vibes right here at Boulderactive.
There's a phrase that you guys like to use, isn't it? Riding the psych wave.
Yeah.
Right now on route 5, we have Yikai. Yes, Yikai. As you can see, Yikai really has to use his span here.
Really
Beautiful.
controlled.
Yes.
So sometimes you can't always be too
Overzealous.
yes on the moves. If not, you might just slip off the tile. Sometimes you need control and slowly inch your way.
Oh, so close on Route 5 by Yikai. And now on Route 2, we have Leon attempting the dino I was mentioning earlier.
Leon actually also competed in a novice category yesterday. You can see Adi trying hard. It's alright, you still have time. We still have 15 minutes for our detail 2. So right now we have Daryl on Route 5. Daryl actually was injured a few years ago.
Back in Rockmaster 2013, if I'm not wrong.
I'm not very sure which competition.
2013 or 2012. It was definitely Rockmaster,
Yeah,
I remember.
but as you can see,
he's come back stronger than ever.
yeah. So sometimes you just have to take a break from climbing, make sure you heal. But of course, you don't have to end there. You can always come back and continue. So right now we see Adi on Route 3. You can see his arms really straining them.
Look at those forearms.
He is actually screaming up the wall, and one more
Yes.
hand.
Come on, Adi.
2 hands, and it's
Beautiful
a top.
finish.
Alright, sometimes all you need is a little shout, little grunt to propel you to the top.
You would be surprised how helpful that is sometimes on the wall.
So, speaking of NUS being in this detail, Adil, you'll be joining NUS this year?
Yes, I'm starting my university in NUS this August.
So, you're planning to join Team NUS climbing?
Hopefully, if you all will have me.
Alright. So our title sponsor, Black Diamond, as you can see on our sticker on the left screen, Live Climb Repeat. So Black Diamond actually is providing prizes for our podium winners, such as backpack, harness, and crash pads. So it's not just about getting into the finals, it's also getting some goodies for yourself. And we see Manyan. He just came back from his exchange in the US. I actually can see all his climbing adventures when he was there. It looks pretty cool. He's been dirt bagging all the way there.
Yes, I follow his Instagram. He's been everywhere in US and he's met so many famous rock climbers from all over the world, such as Shauna Coxey, Jan Hoyer from Germany, and Alex Puccio from USA.
Yeah, because Manyan actually watched Vail, the World Cup, the last one in the US.
That's right, Vail.
Have you watched Vail yet?
No, I haven't actually.
Yeah, me too. But it's all right. You can watch that later. Watch us first right here, NUS Black Diamond Boulderactive. So our climbers have 12 minutes left.
Beautiful jump by Joshua Ko. Can he stick the end this time?
Daryl also looking strong on Route 3.
Yes, amazing accuracy by Joshua Ko, finishing Route 1.
So actually in the last competition, Joshua Ko made it to the Pumpfest finals. Let's see if we will make it in the Boulderactive finals this coming Sunday. On Route 5 we have Samuel, and on Route 3 we have Manyan.
And Samuel's going for the last tile on Route 5.
One more hand.
Highly coveted tile by many climbers. Yes! This is one of the few tops that I've seen on Route 5.
That route is really mean and hard. So many volumes big, but not.
Bigger is not always better.
Yes. Now we are looking at Chester.
On Route 4, Route 4 looks like a doozy.
Yeah, the end is so far away. But of course, none of these routes will be easy because we want to put our climbers to the test. They really have to earn it and deserve the place in the top 8. So in this category, we actually have 72 climbers, but only 8 will be coming back again on Sunday. So we have Gabriel on Route 3, holding the bonus style.
Route 2, you mean?
Oh, Route 2, sorry. Really need to manipulate that volume.
Very nicely done.
One more hand.
Yeah.
Really good finish. Right there by NUS climber
You need
Gabriel.
2 hands on the finish, just like how we saw Gabriel did. 2 hands for 2 seconds in a controlled manner.
You can see the right leg really stretching on that volume
Yes,
just
really
now.
straining to keep his position there. On the left screen now, Sam Poe from Singapore Polytechnic. Can see Sam really maneuvering around the volumes there. Yes, 1, 2, nicely done, really controlled. I've climbed with Sam, he's a very strong, very controlled climber. Very friendly too.
That's right. Our climbing community is really friendly. Even if you do not know who the people are in the gym, you can just ask anyone if you want a route and they'll be willing to give it to you. And it's a really nice feeling. Even though climbing is an individual sport, people climb together. It's essentially really social.
Yes, that's because climbing is actually the climbing community is actually very small.
So everyone knows everyone.
Yeah.
You can see Manyan proudly wearing the Team NUS patch on his pants, bringing pride to our school right here.
Still got time to adjust his specs.
Yeah. You also see Joshua Ko. So if you're just joining us right here on the YouTube streaming, all thanks to our broadcasting sponsor Live Technologies, we are currently having our intermediate men category. Detail 2, we have 5 details in total, so we are almost halfway there. Later in the evening, we have the team event. You can see on the right screen Joshua Ko using his span. So really, some people have different span, some people have different specialization, but it's really up to them how to use it to their advantage. So we will see, oh, a slip right there on with Joshua Ko, but he still has 7 minutes.
Good afternoon if you're just tuning in. This is the Black Diamond, NUS Black Diamond Boulderactive here at Funan Digital Life Mall. I am Adil, commentating together with Patrice from Team NUS.
That's right. And You can see our climbers wearing a white shirt as well as our officials wearing the black shirts. These shirts are actually sponsored by our apparel sponsor, Compre Sports. So these shirts are really comfortable and they're really nice.
Yes.
So making sure that all our climbers have the best shirt they wear so that it does not obstruct their climbing.
Yes, I saw that yesterday there was a different color for the official shirt too. Blue?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yep. We have blue color yesterday. Today we are wearing black.
And on Route 3 atop by Samuel Poe. With a small pose for the cameraman at the top. On Route 2, Manyan proudly wearing his Team NUS patch. Amazing strength right there displayed. Oh! Almost.
The energy right here with the music, with the audience, with the climbers up on the wall is really outstanding. So if you're still at home watching, or if you're at work, you should be working, but it's all right. It's all right. You can still watch us live here. And following this event is team event. But we still have 3 more categories of interman category.
3 more details, you mean?
Yes, yes. So if you actually have your family and friends who are not climbers, but you know any of them who wants to try, we actually have this category called Fun Climb that will be happening tomorrow morning before the open qualifiers.
Yes.
So this Fun Climb is an on-site registration right here at Funan. You just have to pay $15 registration fee. The format will be different. So it, in a sense, it's the Fun Climb participants will have 15 routes to do, and the more routes that they finish, the bigger and the better the prize. So get
it's a
down
carnival
your
style.
yeah,
kind
it's
of
like a carnival style,
competition.
and it's really beginner friendly. So there's no need to worry if you have not climbed before
Yes.
or you're new.
If you're interested in climbing and have never climbed before, drop down to Funan Digital Life Mall for the Fun Climb tomorrow. But if you are a climber but you have a family member or friends that you want to introduce to climbing, this is a perfect opportunity to bring them down and show them how fun and how exciting this sport is.
Adi in his cool pants right now on Route 5.
Really cool pants.
Yeah, I think it provides a lot of flexibility.
Really airy, I bet.
Yeah, sometimes gets really hot and fiery up there on the wall. You can feel the sweat running down your forehead.
And the climbers only have 3 minutes left.
Still plenty of time.
Manyan on another attempt at Route 1. As
Finally
you can see,
get
the
that
top
step.
for Route 1 is blocked by
Nice.
another tile. So you really have to aim accurately at the end.
Yeah, this is what we call dead point.
Yes.
So we see an end there on Route 4. And the crowd is going crazy with the end.
Yes, because Route 4 is by far the hardest route of this set. You can just tell from that last move, from the second last tile to the last tile, it's so far.
So we have Leon on the first route again. Trying to aim, trying to dead point that end tile.
Ale Leon. Oh.
Just missing by a bit. He has approximately 2 minutes to reattempt that route.
Fun fact for all you non-climbers or beginner climbers out there, in climbing we usually shout Ale, A-L-L-E-Z, which is technically the French version of Tiayo. It's just a term to spur on your teammates and encourage them to do better, to go higher, climb stronger.
Speaking of French, one of our guest route setter actually came all the way from France. So it's, if ever you're here on the ground and you see a man looking like Superman,
Yeah, he's
that's
really
him.
big.
Yeah, so that's Florian. So if you remember last year, we actually have Tonde in last year's Boulderactive.
And 1 minute left for detail 2. Oh, and Chester gets the top on route 1.
With 1 minute to spare.
Yeah.
So Gabriel trying to make... Oh, it's alright.
Adi trying to make some magic happen on route 1 before that timer runs out. Can he make it? Yes, beautiful jump. Just one move away.
Jonathan also making his way on route 5 with 30 seconds to go. Will Adi make this end before the time's up?
Oh, that slipped on his left foot.
Sometimes a wrong adjustment of the leg, a wrong shift of weight can cause the route. And a good finish at route 2.
By Chin Che. And that's the end of time for detail 2. Right now we are welcoming climbers from detail 3.
So climbers for detail 3, who are they?
Detail 3 includes Barath, Keith, Jerry, and Zenedine. From Pro Climbers Thailand, we have Nicole Thomas. From the Philippines, we have John Washington Jusei. That's quite a mouthful. And from PTS, we have Benedict Tan, Yap Jun Long. We also have climbers from Singapore Management University (SMU), Aaron, Yong Liang, and Yong Xuan. A climber from Singapore Poly, Muhammad Daniel, and a climber who is from Sotong, Robin Bryan. Not sure whether that's a
Real organization.
Real organization, yeah.
But I would like to find out what is Sotong all about.
For Sotong.
Alright, so as you can see, we have climbers from all over the world, across the region. Boulderactive is just getting bigger and better every year.
Climbers from Thailand, climbers from Philippines. Not in this detail, but I've actually seen climbers from Indonesia compete just now in intermediate women, and also yesterday's novice men and novice women.
I think we will see more international climbers in our opens category, which will be happening tomorrow, starting at 1 p.m. for the open women.
Yes, are you ready, Patrice? You are competing tomorrow, aren't you?
Yes, I'm competing tomorrow, but I'm just gonna do my best and have fun. So something interesting about the open women, different from what we're seeing right now on the screen. Right now on the screen, what you're seeing is the flash format. So we're gonna try a different format for our opens called session format. It's adopted from the North Face Cup in Japan.
The North Face Cup in Japan. Unlike flash format actually counts the score by a number of tops, followed by attempts to top, then your number of bonuses and attempts to bonus. But in session format, each route has 2 bonuses, and the score is calculated by number of tops, then number of flashes, which is one attempt to top, and then bonus 2 and bonus 1. So as you can see, it doesn't take into account your attempt to bonus or even attempt to top unless you finish the route in 1 attempt, which is called the flash.
Alright, so in session format, they also have an hour to finish 8 routes as compared to the flash format, which is where they have 19 minutes to finish 5 to 6 problems.
Yes, with an hour to finish 8 routes, you can only expect these 8 routes to be really challenging, really hard for our open climbers. The open category is only reserved for the best of the best, the veteran climbers of the community, those that have made it through novice finals and have gotten a podium position in inter finals. So you know that these climbers of open category will be the cream of the crop. But before that happens, today we have intermediate men's right now with Keith Ang on Route 1 with one more move to the end.
That one move is very far though.
Yes, that one move requires a lot of trust in your shoes, trust in your footwork, and also amazing accuracy to hit that small crack for the end there, where the route setters have so cruelly put another tile. Oh! See, this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you really need that dead point. But sometimes that point is all about confidence. If you hesitate just because you think it's fine, you think it's small, you might just lose it. So sometimes it's also in the mind and the perception of the climbers.
Yes, you have to be really focused when you're competing.
So you have to fight through the noise, to fight through the gravity, and fight against time.
And on Route 1, we have a finish. Very nicely done, very controlled, very calm. On Route 4, we have, just barely missing it.
So I think that climber is a climber from Philippines.
Yes, Nicole Thomas. Oops, sorry, we got that wrong. Nicole Thomas is actually from Pro Climber Thailand.
So if you're just catching us right now in our live streaming, this live streaming is brought to you by our broadcasting sponsor, Live Technologies. And you are here with me, Patrice, and Adil on the commentary. So if you really want to soak in the fun and soak in the psych, you can come on down here at Funan Digital Life Mall. We were here yesterday and we will be here today, and we will be here during the weekend as well.
Yes, this competition spans 4 days with yesterday's Novice and U17 and today's intermediate and team category. During the weekend, we will have open for both men and women, as well as the fun climb. And on Sunday, we will finish off with a exciting finals for all the categories.
Speaking of Sunday, we actually have a campus challenge happening before the open finals. So in between intermediate finals, there is actually one more category, campus challenge. So if you're up to showing off your arm strength and your dynamic moves, you can just come on down and join us right here.
I'm sure all those macho men climbers will be ready to rock on that day.
What do you mean macho men? How about some macho women also coming down?
Definitely, there's definitely a lot of macho women in this category, in this climbing community.
Yeah, we will
Are
all
you
see
joining?
here. I don't think so.
What happened to macho women? And here we have Aaron Poe on Route 1. Aaron Poe is from SMU, and if I'm not wrong, he is the vice captain. Can see him line up, getting ready for that last move. Deadly accurate. No, almost. It's all right, Aaron. You have 12 minutes left.
So NUS Boulderactive is brought to you by Team NUS Climbing and NUS Climbing Club, proudly endorsed by the NUS Student Sports Club. So the people right here, those people wearing the official shirt, have been planning for almost a year actually. So we actually start planning for the next Boulderactive right after the Boulderactive that just finished that year. So right after Boulderactive 2016, we will start our planning
Yes.
for the next
Boulderactive.
one.
it's not just a 4-day ordeal, is it?
Yes, it's
It's
not.
a
We are
year-long
also
ordeal.
here the week before once the wall is set up, and the wall is proudly set up by our climbing partner, Climb Asia. So right now we are halfway through our intermediate men category. We are here at detail 3.
On route 1, we have Jerry attempting the slab wall. This slab wall is actually, how do I say this? It doesn't come outwards, but it leans inwards. So you really have to place a lot of weight on your feet to stick to the tiles on the wall here. It's less arm strength and more footwork.
And coordination as
yes,
well.
Definitely.
Given that the wall is not inclined, most of the time when we set routes for the slab wall, it tends to test the flexibility and the balance of the climbers. So here, right here in Boulderactive, we make sure that we give our climbers a variety of tests. It's not just about pulling and pushing. It's also about that jumps and that confidence and that gutsy moves.
Yes, rock climbing and bouldering is not just a test of strength, it's a test of mental ability, of willpower, of flexibility and coordination. It's the whole package here, people.
So for those watching this live stream right now and you're actually joining the team event registration, you better hurry up, as the registration will start in half an hour. Registration will be at 2:30 p.m. until 3:30 p.m. for team event. So if you're still at home, make sure you make your way here and register on time. So for all our participants right here in Boulderactive, each one of them actually receives a goodie bag, and the string bag is actually provided by our apparel sponsor, Compress Sports. And inside the goodie bag, you will find Neutrogena from our official skincare sponsor, Listerine from our official oral care sponsor, and our event sponsors such as the Escape Artists, Six Empire, Standing Man, Saint Games. So you can actually, for those participants right now who are at home, just finished competing yesterday, go dig inside your goodie bag and make use of all those vouchers.
Good afternoon, people. For those of you just tuning in recently, we are at Funan Digital Life Mall for NUS Black Diamond Boulderactive 2016. Right now happening is the Intermediate Men Qualifiers Detail 3.
So in this detail, we actually have international climbers.
From Thailand and Philippines, am I right?
Yes, and in the opens, we'll probably see more and across the region.
Yes, we have Indonesian climbers as well as climbers from the Philippines and Thailand competing in the open category tomorrow. So if you want to catch some of this excitement, tomorrow is a great day to see all the strongest climbers from around the region.
But if you know anybody who is not a climber, is not a regular climber, or is just want to try out, we also have the fun climb tomorrow morning. So if your family or friends are home wondering what to do on a Saturday morning, ask them to come down here at Funan Digital Life Mall, register on site, just $15 registration fee, and try out some beginner-friendly routes.
Right now we have a climber on Route 4. Oh.
So that Route 4, that toe hook, how hard or how easy is that?
A toe hook. Toe hook where you use your toe to latch onto a tile. That's a very technical move right there. It's definitely not for beginners. You need a lot of control and flexibility in your ankle to actually execute that move properly. Okay, I wouldn't say even but my toe hook is actually very poor.
So is toe hook like an opposite of a heel hook?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's like an opposite muscles working on that. So right now a heel hook and then a step on Route 3. So the crowd here in Funan is really growing. We can see some of the people right here taking videos for their friends. And we also actually have our NUS people taking photos. So other than this live streaming, which will eternalize the climbers and their climbs and will stay in the interwebs, we also have photos being taken by our official, capturing this experience and these moments for all our climbers.
Yes, if I'm not wrong, the photographers from the NUS team have actually undergone a photography course leading up to this competition.
Yeah, this photography course was done by Garrett, one of our fellow climbers in the community, trying to specialize in climbing.
Yes, and you can see, if you actually notice in some of the shots on screen, you can spot the photographers going into positions trying to get the best shot of each climber. Yesterday, we had a photographer lying underneath the slab wall to get a beautiful shot of someone on the second route, on the second wall.
I think there is Ang Yukai from NUS, just lying down on his belly under the slab wall to get the fighting faces on of our climbers.
So as you can see, organizing a competition on this scale is not just about the routes, not just about the competition. There are other things that you have to go into, that you have to put effort into, like this photography, where the climbers get to keep a photo of themselves. Am I right?
Yes, and if you check out Boulderactive Facebook page, we have some highlights from yesterday. So if you know the people in the photos, just tag them. And don't worry, if you don't have a photo from yesterday, it's alright. We will be uploading the photos on our Facebook page leading to the end of this event.
Yes, I look forward to seeing my photo promptly after the event ends.
New profile picture.
Maybe.
Right, so we can see Aaron trying the toe hook on Route 4. The next style looks bad.
Route 4 is such a hard route. 2 years ago, when I was still an intermediate category, we wouldn't have this kind of routes. The climbing standard here in Singapore has really in the past few years. The routes you see here would probably be more appropriate in open men 2, 3, 4 years ago.
But of course, it's because the community is growing stronger and we have to keep up with the standards of our climbers.
Yes. We definitely have plenty of strong climbers, strong intermediate men like Zenedine on Route 1 going for the last move, and he makes it.
And with 1 minute to spare.
With just 10 seconds to go, Keith is not struggling, sorry, is really pushing himself to finish it. Oh,
I'm
not enough
missing
time.
it.
Even on Route 5.
I think we see a last
barely
minute
missing it.
end. Alright, so right now, next up we have Detail 4.
In Detail 4, we have climbers from Springfield Secondary School, Eldon, Yo, and Boaz. For those of you who are familiar with the climbing community, you definitely know Boaz. His cheers are mighty.
That's right, you will know Boaz is around, you will hear him.
We also have from Temasek Polytechnic, Carl Stanley and Miguel. From National University of Singapore, we have Joshua Tan. From Singapore Management University, we have Heng Tseng Kai. We also have climbers from Indonesia, Muhammad Iqbal Kamran, Muhammad El Parizi Redki, and Muhammad Ustaza. We also have climbers from Philippines, the Suson brothers, Joshua Suson and Paul Eli Suson. On Route 1, we have a finish. On Route 4, one of the hardest routes in this category. We have a climber trying to end, and oh, almost. But it's all right. You have a lot of time left, climber. On Route 3, we have Boaz Teo. Look at that flexibility.
Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you tuning in this live broadcast of the NUS Black Diamond Boulderactive happening in Singapore, Funan Digital Life Mall from the 16th to the 19th of June for this week. For this weekend, it's a Friday afternoon right here in Singapore at 2 p.m. local time. We're having the intermediate men's qualifiers. We've got about a total of about 80 athletes all competing for the final spots happening on Sunday. Happening on Sunday. So only the top 8 athletes will be moving on to the finals on Sunday. Check this out, guys. Right now, we've got the intermediate men's qualifiers. Joining me, Patrice here, all the way live from Singapore, bringing to you this live broadcast and commentary from Singapore all around the world. I think, Patrice, you know, we've got viewers from all around the world, especially in Asia, because our friends and partners are here in Singapore. We've got folks from Indonesia.
Yeah, we have people from Indonesia, Thailand, and Philippines as well. They actually, some of them were here last year, so they came back this year to compete once again.
Fantastic. Superb. You know, one thing about climbing competitions, when I remember 10 years ago, the levels and the standards have drastically increased. You know, right now, what we're looking at of the intermediate men's qualifiers, the routes, I would say, look very similar to an open men's qualifiers routes, actually.
Yeah, so the routes are evolving as a community of climbers evolve and become stronger. With the growing number of gyms in Singapore, it just really proves that the climbing community is gaining momentum in this country.
Yeah, well, I mean, interesting enough, it's what started as an indie sport, you know, something very deviant, sport climbing, rock climbing. It's now quite a, I would say, a mainstream sport. It's appearing in the upcoming Japanese Olympics, actually. So they're still in a bid, right?
Yeah, so it's fighting its way through to be inside the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. So let's keep our fingers crossed on that and finalize and really be ensured that we will be represented in this world scale competition.
I know. I mean, it's the Olympics, and with about more than 2 billion viewers all around the world looking at the sport of rock climbing. Right now, this is bouldering. And folks, for those of you who are joining us, and if you accidentally click on this link, wondering what is going on, this is a bouldering competition. So don't be shocked if you don't see any ropes or harnesses involved in the sport. What you don't see is actually a very thick crash mattress right at the bottom. There we go on the right screen. That's a very thick mattress. That climber on our right screen, that's a climber from Indonesia. So we got our buddies from Indonesia coming just to join us.
So on the left screen, we can see Boaz feeling relieved as he finishes the route, as these routes are quite scary. You really need some confidence and guts to make those jumps. I mean, can you imagine jumping from a 5-meter height?
No, I would not do that. I mean, look, I wouldn't even jump from my bed down. Yeah, because every morning I have a hard time crawling out of my bed just to get up. My goodness.
Well, I hope our viewers are already awake and not in bed right now. So if you are awake and you want to soak in with the psych, you can come here and watch us live instead.
Yeah, I mean, this event is actually brought to you by venue sponsored by Funan Digital Life Mall. And that's right, they sadly, this is the final year that we'll be having before they close for renovations.
So while Funan is still here, you can enjoy the closing down sales all around in the IT shops, at various sports shops as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's having a crazy sale. Yesterday, I bought an iWatch for $1. iWatch protector for $1.
I thought the iWatch. I'll be like, where do you get that? I would want one.
But it's a crazy sale happening here. I think if Singaporeans, if you're around, you want to swing by. We've got good deals. I think Challenger is having like 80% discount. Up to 80% discount. It's a massive, massive.
Yeah,
Where's
I
the deal?
was walking around there. I can see a lot of things going for $1, $5. I never thought coming from an IT shop.
I know. Also, it's a beautiful month of Ramadan for all our Muslim friends around the world. So I think some of the climbers and athletes here are actually fasting and competing. So good luck to them.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are in the middle of Intermediate Men Qualifiers Detail 4 here at Funan Digital Life Mall for the NUS Black Diamond Boulderactive 2016.
So in this detail, we actually have climbers from all walks of life. We actually have climbers ranging from tertiary education level, and we also have secondary school.
Yes, secondary school climbers. But don't underestimate these climbers, even though they are young. They have trained very hard for this competition and are as strong as some of the strongest climbers here in Singapore.
Yep, they are working really hard to secure their position in the finals. Well, only top 8 will come back on Sunday. We have over 70 climbers for this category, and only 8 will make it. So every attempt, every top really matters, as one attempt to top, one attempt to bonus could make a big difference.
Yes, and no one knows this better than our climbers. As you can see, they're really struggling, putting in the extra effort to finish the route to get their ranking up so they can come back on Sunday for our finals. These routes were actually set during this week, only just these past few days, from Monday to Wednesday. Many volunteers and NUS Climbing Club and NUS Climb team members actually put in a lot of effort from Monday to Wednesday, morning to night, to set up these routes, not just for intermediate, but for novice, U17, and open as well. Oh, not forgetting about team and fun climb, which is tomorrow here at Funan.
Well, we see a finish by Miguel on Route 3.
Yes,
Really
beautiful
strong.
finish. As you can see, he held the towel for in a controlled manner for 2 seconds.
I really like Route 4. I really like how the climbers go upside down to get the tile.
Yes, Route 4 is a really awkward start, really pushing the climbers out of their comfort zone.
Really have the blood rushing to your head, so you have
Yes.
to faster and make the move.
Yes, and now we have a climber, one of our visitors from Indonesia, this climber. Really putting in the effort.
Both our climbers is on the second last move, going for the end. Oh, it's a slip. And on the right,
almost.
but it's
Every
all
attempt
right. They
counts.
still have 7 minutes to reattempt the route.
Yes. In this flash format, every attempt counts. So even if 2 climbers make the same number of tops, like for example, make 2 tops, the climber with fewer attempts to get those 2 tops actually ranks higher on the scoreboard.
But that is for a flash format. But tomorrow, if you're going to watch us for the open category, we will actually be following a different format. But right now, it's flash format, 5 problems for intermediate men.
Ooh, catching the towel on Route 1, we have Atli from SRJC. Atli is actually Patrice and I, our junior. We both
Many
went to
years
strength in
already.
JC.
About 4 years
Yeah, we graduated in 2013.
13.
Yes.
So 3 years. Yeah. So we started climbing in JC, and just like this bunch also started in JC, But actually, nowadays climbers are starting younger and younger. I can see ages 7 or 6 in the gyms
Yes, we
learning.
have primary school climbers training at Climb Asia and many of the other gyms in Singapore.
Yeah, so if you've seen yesterday, we had the U17 categories. So the U17 categories is really from under 17. So it could be 8, 9, 10 years old. As long as you're below 17 years old, you
Yes.
can compete.
If
And
I'm
it's
not-
really interesting to see small girls and
Yes,
boys making their way to
definitely.
the top.
Yes, if I'm not wrong, yesterday during U17 women, we had an 8-year-old girl. 8-year-old girl, sorry. But don't underestimate these children. They have trained just as hard as any of these adults. And
Really strong crowd support right here at Funan.
yes, the climbing community is very closely knit here in Singapore, and I'm sure elsewhere in the world. Very friendly bunch, always cheering each other on. Right now we have Miguel on Route 5. As you can see, barely touching the next white volume, but that's not gonna stop him. He will find his way. All these climbers have worked too hard, slaved away too long to let their efforts go to waste here today.
So if you're wondering how our climbers are doing, we actually have this app called Crimp app, where there is a live scoring for all our climbers. So this is proudly made by NUS alumni. So the link is ba.crimp, crimp.rocks, ROCKS. This link is also on our Facebook page. So you can just go to our Facebook page and click the link and see who is climbing on what wall. You can actually see who is live right now. And you can see the score be updated real time. So actually our route judges, we have 2 route judges for each route. One is holding a phone and one is holding a physical score sheet. So the phone, what we do is the score sheet of each climber has actually unique QR code that we take a photo of, so as to register them. So each QR code is unique to each climber. So that is how we know who is on the wall at each time, and the scores as well.
Technology is really useful, isn't it?
Well, right now we're having live streaming, which we didn't have like 2 years ago.
Yes, and this live streaming is thanks to our sponsor, Live Technologies. They were also here last year, if I'm not wrong, live streaming Boulderactive.
Actually, we started this live streaming just last year.
Just last
Right
year.
here at Boulderactive, and ever since then, most climbing competition has adopted this
Yes.
live streaming, making sure people at home and at work can catch and not miss any
Not
of
a
this
single moment.
action.
Yes. Live Technologies was also at SMU Gravical and NTU Pumpfest
Yes.
earlier this year.
So actually, our climbers' climb have been eternalized forever in the internet.
Yes, on the Live Technologies YouTube page.
Yes. So if you just search Boulderactive, it will actually come out on YouTube, which is awesome. Just want to reminisce on how far you've improved, how things have changed.
Oh,
Almost at
on
end.
the right screen, Boaz Teo on Route 4.
Who was that? That was
Boaz.
Boaz.
Yes, Boaz is a climber from...
Springfield Secondary School.
Yes.
So right now we have Eldon, also
On
from
Route 2.
Springfield Secondary School.
Yes, Eldon's also from Springfield.
Almost.
Eldon is young, but he is strong. He's a very competent climber. Surprisingly, many of the secondary school students who started climbing earlier turned out to be very, very strong, very agile, very powerful climbers than their older counterparts.
Must
That's-
be the puberty.
Yeah, probably. That actually, and in combination with the fact that they have the experience rock climbing tends to be a very experience-based sport. The more you climb, the stronger you get.
But don't worry, there's always ways to catch up to these climbers who have the years of experience by grueling inside the climbing gyms, doing all your physical and fitness and stretching. Also, there are climbing courses, and because climbing being a social sport, you can climb with anybody from across levels. Just because you're intermediate doesn't mean you have to stick with your intermediate climbers. You can actually climb with the elites and whoever. And this is just infectious. Everyone just climb and have fun regardless of the grades.
Right now on Route 1, we have Artley attempting to finish the route. Oh, not quite making it, but it's, only 30 seconds left for this detail.
So our climbers actually have less than 1 minute. In fact, less than 30 seconds. So they're really hustling all the way. As you can see, Eldon on the left screen hustling his way, making sure he touched the last tile before the 2 whistle blow.
Come on, Eldon. 10 seconds left. You can do it. On the right, also we have
He
the
really
climber
needs
from
to manipulate
Indonesia.
that volume. Get the correct hold. Oh! It's all right.
And now is the end of detail 4 intermediate men qualifiers. Right now we are welcoming detail 5. In detail 5, we have climbers from Madrasa Al Junaid Abdul Rahman. We also have a climber from Nanyang Technological University, Muhammad Feroz. We have NUS climber Khairul Ikhwan as well as NUS alumni Azli. We have a climber from Indonesia, Rizky Yusof. And we have a climber from ITE College West, Iqmal. From Rock Hobbies Center climbing team, we have Ahmad Tegar Prasojo. From Sekolah Menengah Teknik Pontian in Malaysia. Is it Malaysia? No, I'm sorry. Pontian's in Indonesia, isn't it? We have Muhammad Zuil Hilmi bin Muhammad Zain. From Singapore Institute of Technology, we have Muhammad Munawar. From Singapore Polytechnic, we have Sharul Hasman and Yap Seth. On the right screen, you can see Khairul from Team NUS. If I'm not wrong, Khairul is the captain of the guys team in Team NUS. Am I right, Patrice?
Yeah, he's gonna be the captain for the upcoming academic year, together vice captain Manyan and team manager Jonathan.
And I wonder who is the captain for the girls team.
I am the captain for the Team NUS girls team, together with Jasmine, my team manager for the academic year.
I hope the both of you can lead your team to greater heights.
Hopefully, we will try our best.
Yep. I look forward to it, especially since I'm joining NUS this year and I hope to make the team. Hint, hint.
Well, Team NUS has come a long way, and of course, we would like to keep the legacy going. Actually, Boulderactive is brought to you by Team NUS Climbing and NUS Climbing Club, proudly endorsed by NUS Student Sports Club. So we have been working tirelessly for a year, not just a few days, but for a year, planning, making sure we get the sponsors, making sure we get the wall up, making sure we get the tiles, and so that you will have fun and good experience with us here today.
Yes, the NUS Climb Team and Climb Club has put in a lot of effort to organize NUS Black Diamond Boulderactive 2016 here in Funan Digital Life Mall. All the routes that you see set up during this competition, are actually the brainchild of NUS Climb Team, as well as numerous volunteers that help to set up the routes.
So this is actually a last detail for intermediate men, and then we will have a change over to the team event. So actually, if you're in the team event, registration is now open. So if you're watching this while you're eating nearby, or you're in the area but not near the wall and watching this, please get yourself down right here and register if you're part of the team event. So the team event will close at 3:30. So if you're still on the way here, better make sure you reach here on time.
We have climber on Route 1 trying to make it to the end. Ale climber.
Can really see that he's trying not to pop out of that wall.
Yes, putting the effort not to waste this attempt. Attempt counts in intermediate men qualifiers as it is the flash format.
This wall is actually slab, so
Oh.
you really need to keep your body intact and close to the wall.
As you can see, when climbers fall, they tend to get very frustrated. But that's part of the competition scenario. You have to be able to keep your cool, move on with your climbs. Make sure that you don't waste the attempts on any other routes.
So other than physical strength, you need to have the mental grit.
Yes. We have Ikmal on Route 1. Route 1 is the slab wall. It is rare that we have slab walls on competition walls.
So thanks to our climbing partner, Climb Asia, for setting up this wall, and they actually set up the wall overnight here at Funan. They set up the wall overnight on Sunday. So that weekend, Pumpfest actually happened.
Yes, I know. The wall from Pumpfest.
The wall from Pumpfest is also set up by Climb Asia.
Oh, okay, yes.
And so after that event, they came down right here to get to work, to make sure that we have time and we have all that we need so that we can deliver a good experience for all of you climbers. And we see Azli finishing Route 1 with a smile on his face as he comes down.
Yes,
Still smiling, ready to go.
Nothing beats the ecstasy of finishing a route during a competition.
So different from climbing in a gym. Here there is a time limit of 19 minutes.
You just can't beat the atmosphere, the crowd, the music during a climbing competition. The psych is really high right here in Funan Digital Life Mall. As you can see on the right screen, we have photographers going around, scrambling around to get amazing photos of each and every climber. We actually have a photographer camping under Route 1, under the slab wall. So if the camera manages to pan down there, keep your eyes peeled. These photographers went through a photography course held by Garrick, and we'll go the extra mile. Sorry, I was at a loss of words there. We'll go the extra mile to get that shot of you, the climber. Such as Azli on Route 2, doing beautifully on the jump, the first move. Right now trying to get to that bonus tile. Yes, grabbing that bonus tile. Come on, Azli. Oh. Climbers must really know how to maneuver the volumes. There he is, the photographer I was talking about. Camping
Yesterday?
under Route 1. No, there is another photographer right now.
Oh, so yesterday we also have Yukai doing the same thing under the slab wall, trying to make sure that you get a good shot. Whatever angle it takes, if you have to be on your belly, they will be on their belly.
Yes.
So to make sure that there are quality routes and quality judging, we actually have our chief route judges and chief route setters. Our chief route judge this year is Lam Manyan, which is a vice captain of Team NUS. And our chief route setter is currently now an alumni of Team NUS, Moses. So right now we have Kyrul on route 1.
This move to the bonus is not easy, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. You really need to be coordinated and confident to be able to stick your left foot and left hand on that tile at the same time. On route 1 now we have another Kyrul, this one from NUS.
Yeah, this is our captain for the guys.
Yes, beautiful.
Really showing the team how it's done.
And on route 5 we also have Feroz from Nanyang Technological University. Really taking a breather. Really putting all his focus onto the route so as not to waste that attempt. Same goes for Kyrul. Really making sure he steps there. Can these two climbers do it? Oh!
So if you're wondering, and at the volume, it seems like they're not stepping on anything. Those volumes are actually sanded, so it's actually rough. So given that they're wearing climbing shoes, rubberized shoes, it will actually stick given enough pressure.
Yes, that is called smearing. The technical term is smearing. When you use your feet to step on the wall or the volumes without the assistance of a tile. Smearing is a very important skill for any veteran climber, which all these climbers in Intermen are, as they have made it through Novice finals.
So right now we are on the last detail of this category. We are watching intermediate men category. So our climbers have 8 minutes left on the wall, and then we will have a change over for the team event.
Yes, team event consists of 3 climbers in each team. Only one of the climbers can be of intermediate category. No open climbers are allowed in team events. Sorry, open climbers, but you guys are too strong for this. If I'm not wrong, in team event, the girls' score are also doubled.
Yes,
Counted
the
as
score are
doubled.
doubled. But the difference between the team events in other competitions and the team event in Boulderactive is actually like a flash format, but the team have to move in as if they're one body. So let's say they want to do route 5 first. The entire team must move to route 5 together, and then to route 1 together.
Oh, so it's not the rotation format that's
Yes,
more common
for-
in previous
yes,
team categories.
it's different. So each
Alright.
detail will actually compose of 5 teams. So that's a total of 15 climbers in one detail. But given that it's a team event, the team cannot split up. So for example, one person in the team cannot be a route 5, the other person in route 1. So all of them must be doing the same route at the same time.
I'm really excited to see what routes come out for a team.
Given that we're looking at such exciting routes like on route 4.
Oh, yes, route 4 with the yellow slopers is no easy feat, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies, sorry. The routes before you are set by Team NUS as well as NUS Climbing Club alongside various volunteers. The routes are set using the tiles sponsored by our official climbing partner, Climb Asia. Tiles from HRT, Technique, E-Grips, Soil, as well as Metolius.
Also, they're providing prizes for our winners here in Boulderactive from Climb Asia. So there will be season passes, 2-for-1 visit, and shoes. So if you need a new pair of shoes because your shoes has a gaping hole, well, time to get yourself to the podium and win yourself some new shoes.
Climbing shoes are always a good prize for a climbing competition, am I right?
Of course.
Yes.
So right now we have Kai Rule on Route 1, trusting his shoes
Yes.
to make the end.
Come on, Kyrul. Yeah.
Because of the tile that is on top of that crimp, so there's two crimps, you really have to dead point, or you really need to aim to get your fingers just nicely into the hole.
Yes. We also have another Kyrul on Route 5. Kyrul Ashraf Khan Surati. This Kyrul
Look at
is
that span.
really long, where many other intermediate men climbers could not touch the volume from the green tile on the left. Kyrul just spans all the way to the small tile on the volume.
But other than span, you also need technique and
Flexibility.
power.
Oh, and grace. Grace is so important on the wall.
Yes, really cannot underestimate. Sometimes it's not just about climbing strong and winning. It's also about putting up a good show for the audience. So if you're climbing gracefully, will actually earn you some style points.
Imaginary style points are always the best.
Yeah.
And we have Kyrul on Route 3. Can he finish it? Just one more hand. Beautiful ending. The climber.
We'll see on end on Route 5. Second last style right there. Oh, asleep.
We have seen so few ends on Route 5, and I have only seen one end on Route 4. If I'm not wrong, there has only been one end. Sorry, there has only been one end on Route 4. Route 4 is not easy.
I believe this route is set by Shui.
Yes,
our
Pan Shi
our
from
NUS.
NUS team.
Yeah, he is now an NUS alumni. He was actually the chief route setter last year,
Yes.
together with Tonde. So this year we have our chief route setter is Moses, and our guest route setter is Florian, also from France, just like Tonde, bringing in his expertise and experience right here with us.
Yes. Mentioning Shui is notorious for setting really challenging routes. But nothing beats the ecstasy of finishing a challenging route. The harder it is, the better it is when you get to the top of the route.
So right now we are actually on our last detail for the intermediate men category.
Yes, 3 minutes left for our last detail.
Yep, and then after that we'll have a changeover. And we only can take in 8 finalists. So only 8 will come back on Sunday to compete for the finals.
8 out of 72 intermediate men contestants.
Yeah, so you can see the competition is fierce.
Less than 10% will make it to the next round. Whoops. Oh, sorry, my calculation was off there. We have Azli on Route 5, really stretching himself out, using his span. Only 2 minutes left for our climbers here in Intermediate Men Qualifier Detail 5, our very last detail for this category. Only 2 minutes left to get those tops, to get those bonuses, to make a difference in their final score. Kyrul on Route 1, gearing up for the move. Oh.
So Cairo was actually from SRJC and was the captain, correct, on his year?
Yes, we know a lot of SRJC contestants, considering we are from SRJC.
Yeah, and there are also other competitors from various JC. I've seen MJC, I've seen VJC, I've
AJC
seen
too.
NJC and AJC, fighting strong and hard. Most of them just started in JC, right?
JC climbers usually.
Yeah.
On Route 1, Kyril, can he get the top? Oh!
But still happy. Look at that happy face. Not the top, but it's all right. We're still happy and climbing.
Only 1 minute left for all our competitors here on the wall.
We shall see if Azli can
On
finish
Route
this
4,
in his last
Azli, will
minute.
he be the second top of the day? Oh! Route 4 remains only topped by one contestant. Kyril managed to get the jump on Route 1. He has 30 seconds to finish. It's alright, Kyril, you have enough time. On Route 1 we have Kyril. This Kyril from NUS also attempting to top. And does he get it? He gets it with 5 seconds to spare. Good job, Kyril. And that marks the end of our intermediate men qualifiers here at NUS Black Diamond Boulderactive 2016 at Funan Digital Life Mall.
So if you want to see how our intermediate men did, you can just go to ba.crimp.rocks. And now we will be having our changeover to team event. So thank you for joining us here in our live streaming brought to you by Live Technologies. This is Patrice signing off.
And this is Adil signing off.
Alright, so join us again in team event.
Otaki, performance climbing shoe. Precise, supportive and structured. Ideal for climbing on crags, walls and boulders. Double Velcro closures for quick closure and precision. P3 system construction. heel shell with innovative S-heel. Maintains perfect stability in torsion. Abrasion resistance coating for toe hooks. Vibram excess edge 4mm sole. Otaki, precise and sharp, like a samurai's word. Squama, sensitive, snug-fitting, flexible climbing shoe, ideal for top performance both on rock walls and in the gym. Maximum sensibility and precision. S-heel allows perfect stability in torsion, enhancing performance for heel hooking. Sole in 2 parts to enhance longitudinal flexibility. Protective, ultra-grippy rubber insert for overhangs. Vibram XS Grip 2, 4mm sole. Squama. It fits like a skin, it protects like a scale.